fine if you meet up with them. It's
Hmm.
fine. It doesn't bother me.
Hey guys, this is Henry and Susan, and we're back another Tuesday.
April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day. Yes, yeah, a lot of things to talk about today. Want to talk about some of the tariffs that is set for tomorrow. Um,
How is this going to affect your business, or if it's going to affect your business here in California?
right, right. So as it's not affecting a whole lot of people other than people maybe in California, or I'm not sure, but our taxes actually tax rate went up another quarter. So we're at 10.25%. Um, now we went out to go grab something to eat, and it was an additional 85 cents. Um, and so I went to go put gas in, and that actually is going to go up also. So there's a lot of things that are going to be going up here in LA County, especially where we live, in different counties. Taxes are going up. Sales tax is going up, and so we saw that this morning. We
At some dealerships.
some dealerships and what have you. If you're looking for a car or what have you, it's everything is going up. So we were trying to strategize and figure out, okay, so if everything is going to go up, it's going to cost us more money for equipment, more money for material, more money for this. Should we be raising our prices? Um, because there's a lot of people that are undercutting us and they're charging peanuts. Um, it's kind of better for us because we do charge quite a bit, and a lot of people do know that. We're higher than a lot of other solar panel cleaners, and to be honest, we really don't care about what they're charging because when we see um, when we see profits or when we see our bank account, we're kind of pleased of the direction that we're going, right? So every year we want to make more money, more money, more money. Um,
When it's going up on the plus side and instead of the negative.
right, right. So during the off season, people are hurting because they don't have enough money in the account, and so we plan ahead, especially during the summertime or starting of the summertime. We plan way ahead because a lot of that money is being saved for us for other expenses, right? We live off of what we do. So if we are cleaning solar panels, we basically, that's our job. That's what we do. This is our main focus. Um, and then there's some out there that just basically will do it as a hobby, you know, and then before they know it, they're not, the phone calls aren't coming in, and they're going, oh, I'm not making money in this business, I'm not doing this in this business, and it's negative. So we look at everything, whether it's gas prices or what have you, because that it will gradually go up, especially with the new sales tax in the counties here in Los Angeles. We already know that we're going to be paying more out of our pocket, so we have to increase our prices and make sure that we are at least trying to stay afloat, because when you start um, taking money out of your own pocket just to pay your bills or what have you, then you're not really making money for the company itself. And when you're paying higher prices for a mechanic to maybe do some work on some brakes or work on anything else, because that does come up, right? Unexpected finances will come up, and you got to have yourself a safety net, and that's your saving account, your savings account. You got to have a savings account. In our business account, we have our checking and our savings, and then we have our personal, savings account. Susan has hers, I have my own, and so
Gotta have that little nest egg.
they're little nest egg, right? And you always have to have money coming in. So whether you're making $1,000 a day or $2,000 a day in this business, then we put money aside for that. Also, we put money aside for marketing, because we want to be able to market ourselves out there, especially during the slow season, to where we need to start getting the phone calls to come in and what have you. So we will market ourselves and go out there and market the business itself. So we have to spend money on that if we want to do any type of marketing, and to make sure that we are good, guys. Just so you know, I'm using the Google Chrome here, and if you guys are in chat, let us know that you hear us. We're fine. You can hear everything, and just put it in chat for us. If you have a question, put it in chat, and that way at least we know. Susan did some videos today. While we were cleaning, we had like 4 jobs that we were doing today. So she did like what, three
of them.
About 3 videos on 3 different houses on our TikTok, and so that came out really. I think that came out really good. We had a lot of people that were watching, and were there a lot of people asking questions, or
No, not so much. Just watching the videos.
just watching the videos themselves?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like Instagram and YouTube, and
I think those are the ones where you get more comments. TikTok, I think, is more just viewing, just watching.
No, there's a lot of people that comment on TikTok. You'd be surprised.
Well, they don't comment on when you're. I haven't seen comments when they're watching the video. It's just after.
After the fact.
I think it's after.
Yeah. So we don't really like to talk politics on this channel, right? But with everything going on, tariffs coming in, how do you guys feel about that? Do you think that that's going to hurt your business? If you think that that's going to help your business? Because I'm all for it. I mean, I'm all for tariffs. I've been out of the country. I know they got VAT taxes that I was charged when I, spending over 10 grand, and you had to literally claim all the stuff that was coming back. So I had to pay a VAT tax on top of another tax when I purchased the materials, and then had to come back into the States and then pay a VAT tax to Europe. And so
you were on vacation.
When I was on vacation, so if you're bringing, a lot of stuff in and you don't claim it, then you can get fined for it. And and I'm all for that, because I feel that if another country is going to charge us, fees, why can't we do it? Why can't the U.S. make money at the same time and help this economy? And I see where Trump is going with this, and he's trying to bring businesses into the United States, trying to get the employment a little better. With these companies that are coming from out of the U.S. and coming in and bringing in their companies. Well, that's just more, I think, more business for the U.S. itself. Quality Window Cleaning says, you clean solar panels? Obviously, you haven't seen our channel. We have over 700 videos just on this YouTube channel of us cleaning solar panels, us doing major window cleanings for companies like Target. And so, welcome to the channel. If you haven't seen us, but we're well known in the industry for cleaning solar panels. Yes, we are one of the biggest channels here on YouTube when it comes to cleaning solar panels. And
got a little mascot right here.
yeah, my little mascot, Tink, is here, and she's always here when we go lives. So, but if you have a question, feel free to ask. We did do some videos today, live videos today on TikTok, to kind of get the TikTok crowd out there to see what exactly we do. So we did some uh, we did some videos on start to finish on solar panel cleaning, and we literally shot the video live when we got to the customer's house, setting up the ladder, taking stuff up on the roof, cleaning the solar panels, taking before pictures, taking after pictures, um, collecting the money. Where Susan goes over there and collects the money, and then us putting the stuff away. We did that on TikTok Live, and we got a lot of people watching. On TikTok. Yes, it says, where are you located? I'm in Visalia. Okay, so you are going to be affected by the new sales tax in Visalia. You should be. We are in Southern California. We're Rancho Cucamonga and Laverne.
Visalia is a small town. Huh?
Yeah, it's up by Fresno. Yeah, it's in Northern California, I believe. So. But I wouldn't say it's a small town, but it's got pretty. It's up in Northern California. I'm not sure if it's Northern or Central California, up by Fresno, I believe.
My dad has family up there.
Oh, okay. So your dad has family.
I remember it being a small town.
How come we haven't gone up there then?
Because I haven't. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so here in Los Angeles, they just announced this morning that our sales tax had went up by a quarter. This was something that was passed in 2024. People voted on it, and now the taxes. Now we have to pay a higher sales tax. And so that just comes down to the customer itself, right? So what do? Do we sit here and do we charge the customer? Do we add more to our business as far as what we charge for our service? That's what we do. Who's that? Hugh and Wheels? Hugh and Wheels says, hi, Susan and Henry. I don't know where they're from.
Where are you from? If we're messing up on the name, it's Hun and Wheels?
No, it's
Hugh and Wheels?
Hugh and Wheels, I believe. From Fresno. Oh, okay. So you got Quality Window Cleaning, which is by Fresno and Bakersfield. What's up, Nick? Nick from Hugh and Wheels. We've been getting a lot of people from Northern California have been watching our channel, and I see that because I see that on the comments too. Which is nice. I mean, because we get a lot of people from Southern California, Northern California, and even on the East Coast, we've been getting a lot of people, even Texas and Florida and New York. So it's kind of funny how we get a lot of people come in and watch us, So we were talking about tariffs. We were talking about, how you think that's going to affect you and what have you. I think, like with anything, it's going to be something that people are not used to. But then eventually, this stuff you'll kind of see may gradually get behind the scenes. You're definitely going to be paying more for food, more for cars, more for everything else. That's a given because that money has to come back in somehow. So, get that deficit down, get everything, to where we should be back in check. I don't know how long it's going to take. Some people have different opinions on it. Some people are kind of upset with Elon Musk, and because of the Doge situation and what have you. Um, and people are upset with Trump and all that. But uh, as a business owner, I've been on both sides. I've been there when there was Trump. I've been there when it was Biden, and with other presidents also, uh, Obama. And honestly, I just I'm for this administration, to be honest, because um, I see it in our business, and I see the improvement in our business, and I see when we're spending lots of money, and when a lot of money is being given away, a lot of money is being wasted, and so for me, it's kind of like, well, um, everybody has an opinion, right? And Susan actually, I think, is on the other side of the fence, and but we don't sit there and, well,
Mhm.
I mean,
I don't like to
we
talk
don't.
about this.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm
No.
just saying, everybody has an opinion.
Mhm.
We talk about it. We don't argue about it. We talk about it.
I
Uh,
just like to, yeah.
and she'll put in her 2 cents, and I'll put in my 2 cents, and it's just something that we do talk about. We talk about, hey, what, it's like, what's going to happen tomorrow? What do you think about the stock market? Because we're in the stock market. We well, I don't even know if I should even say that, but we have cryptocurrency, and we have stocks, and we have we even have a horse that we purchase, a
Well,
racing
it's a small portion of a share of a horse.
well,
We
uh,
don't have the physical horse.
we're legal owners. We got our certification,
Oh,
and just so
of
you know,
some shares on a horse.
okay,
Let's
so
clarify that.
myracehorse.com, we have shares in a horse, and so when that horse wins, we make money. And the nice thing about it is we have the opportunity to go out to Florida to go
Or wherever the
or
horse
wherever the
is
horse.
training, they give us that option to either purchase to go see the horse, or they have this lottery system where you can, you know, get to see the stables of where the horse is at and where
The
it's training,
training,
and
and
you get to be up close with the horse and everything. So,
well, I'm pretty proud of the fact
and you
that
get to meet and greet with other shareholders of the horse.
so, for example, there could be 200 owners of that one particular horse, and we have friends that have invested in horses and have made millions of dollars. The horse won millions of dollars, and so they get a cut out of that.
Mhm.
And this is why we decided that we were going to, do the exact same thing, because it's a long-term investment for us, but it's something that both of us can share together, as we're proud owners of a racehorse.
And you
Okay.
get updates on how your horse is doing throughout their training
Now,
process.
not all horses are going to sit there and, come in first or second.
Mhm.
We don't
So
know that.
there's a lot of work that
A
goes
lot of
into
training, a lot of stuff that's happening. But then, that's just some of the things that we do as a couple. We have that. Um, we also like to go out and eat and enjoy ourselves, and try different foods,
Mhm.
uh, and stuff, and travel. Um, so we're even looking in the future of traveling and doing a lot more traveling, and getting that done. hopefully this year sometime, right? You know,
Mhm.
so,
Mhm.
but all that comes into play when you are having a business. There's just a lot of things that you're responsible for, right? You're responsible for your registration on your vehicles. You're responsible for putting oil and gas in your car to get from point A to point B. So those are expenses, right? That's money that has to come in. Insurance, you got to get insurance. And it's funny because Susan had asked me, "What did you pay the insurance?" And I sat there and I said, "Yeah." I said, "Pay it every month." Um, and the funny thing is, it's like we have so much insurance policies that we have for our personal car, we have for our business, for commercial. We have it for a lot. We have insurance for a lot of things, and sometimes I don't even realize what we're paying because it's due and we got to pay it and get that taken care of. Now, this is where we come in and we say,
Mhm.
oh, okay, we're going to make sure that our prices are reasonable, our prices are right. We're not out here ripping people off at the same time, but we're making money for our company, and that's what we try to do. But when we see people come in, weekend warriors, they come in and they want to just do it as a hobby, and
Mhm.
not do it as an actual business. Well, we kind of look at things a little differently because this is our business. So we treat it like a business. And so when we what do you are you trying to make
Mhm.
getting comfortable?
Yes.
Hi, y'all. David 24/7 says he's from
Texas.
no, it says Texas.
Oh.
Well, David, I don't know if you were here earlier or not, but we were talking about taxes, right? California decided to raise their sales tax today for pretty much all of Los Angeles County. Doesn't affect you at all because you're up. I don't know where you're at, unless you are in California. But I think it went up another quarter. We were paying 10% sales tax.
Mhm.
Now it's 10.25 in
Yes.
our county. In some other counties, it's 11% sales tax. Um, and so oh, he's up in Fresno. Man, there's a
Mm.
lot of, there's three people from Fresno.
Yeah.
Quality, Hugh and Wheels, and David 24/7 are in Fresno. Hugh and Wheels from Fresno. Yeah, we were just talking about that. A lot
Mhm.
of people coming in from Fresno, Northern California that are watching our videos. And we
Yep.
appreciate every single one of you guys. One of the things that I kind of, people will mistake what I say. Okay. They will sit there and think that when they watch me, I'm to the point. I don't like to BS. I don't like to sit there. I tell people the good, the bad, and the ugly. And sometimes that comes off
Mhm.
a little strong. Okay. But this is what makes our channel. This is what makes our channel is not hiding anything. We go out here and we teach people this business and we teach people this industry. We've been doing this for almost 6 years now. This is a little over 5 years now that we've actually been cleaning solar panels. And uh, we have the C1000, couple of the C1000 brushes that we use that I love. I love using that brush because that works out for us. And it's
Mhm.
it's it's the brush that I really like to use. I've tried other stuff out there. Obviously, you guys have seen out of our 700 videos, we use the twins, we use the Solitech brush, we use the C1000. So, and I've tried the Racenstein brush, and we
Mhm.
used a lot. A water fed pole. Um, So um, we have a lot of experience. I use the robot, and so we do have a lot of experience when it comes to cleaning solar panels. And Susan was, uh, came aboard. Uh, she knew Rick and myself, and and we got together, and now we're a couple, and she's part of this, helping me out, part of the business, and so we treat it like a business, and that's um, a lot of people follow us just because we're trying to be as honest as we can, but at the same time we don't like to sit there and BS anybody. We'll try to answer your questions the best we can, and that's what we do. Okay. David says, "Yep, learned a lot from you guys." It's got the 100 on there. 100%. Oh, okay. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's a lot of you guys that actually have followed us and um, have learned a lot, and are now doing your own business. So thank you very much. Hugh and Wheels, learned from a lot from you. Fire and the heart. What does that mean? Does that just love you
Fire,
guys?
flame.
Okay.
You're on fire.
But James Rutan, thank you very much. James Rutan says, appreciate all you guys do. Yeah, thank you very much. You know, we we're trying something new, Susan and myself. We're gonna try something new. Because we eat out so much that we decided to do a TikTok channel just with food, and Um, I didn't want to put our food stuff with our solar panel cleaning channel. So we created a channel on TikTok. Um, and so we're going to start posting a lot of the drinks that we have, the foods that we have. We just happen to go, wow, we take a lot of pictures, we take a lot of videos, and some of these videos come out very, very nice. And I said, why can't we just throw that on TikTok and show and be like a little food channel for us? You know, it may take off, it may not. Who knows? But what do we call ourselves?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Foodie Ninjas. That is the name of our channel, Foodie Ninjas, Henry and Susan, on TikTok. We don't have any followers. We literally just started this thing. So we're going to see how fast this thing grows. I'm just curious because they said TikTok is a whole different animal. I'm used to YouTube. I'm used to going out there and promoting our stuff on YouTube. And we have one of the biggest channels for solar panel cleaning on YouTube. So, I said, well, you know what? Let's try TikTok and kind of see how that goes. And we'll post some videos, and we posted some nice videos on her birthday. It was a couple days ago. Was Susan's birthday, and so we went out to dinner at a very, very nice restaurant and took some very nice videos of the Wagyu stuff that we ate, and the brandy that was served to us. Well, I don't know what
Brandy.
to me, the brandy drink that I had.
Oh, the old fashioned.
Yeah, it was brandy. Yeah, and we did a video on that, and that kind of gave us an idea. Say, you know what? That's something that we can do, and just kind of just do, because we're always going out. So we always go out and eat. James Rutan says, "Happy belated birthday, Susan."
Thank you.
Yeah. So we appreciate that. We're gonna throw out some little, what are these emojis? These little
Party hat.
Oh, party hats. Party hats. There you go. We'll throw out some party hats. There you go. Somebody else threw out some party hats also. But when we we were just talking about this all day today. We were talking about just the tariffs that are coming in, and talking to people, talking to our customers, and you know, people were kind of scared about that, and we just got mixed emotions on that. And I said, you know what, that would be a good subject to talk about today, about what people are going to do. And for those of you that are on here that have solar panel cleaning business or any business at all, are you guys going to raise your prices, lower your prices because of everything that's been going on? What are you going to do? Um, because I'm just curious to find out what your thought process is, as far as having a business, everything going up. Because trust me,
Oh, alcohol is going to go up
everything
too.
goes up. When you get a tariff on products, it's the shipping containers coming in, whether it's alcohol, whether it's goods, whether it's all that. So
Mhm.
food's going to go up. There's just a lot of things. Remember what happened when a lot of the big companies for like Burger King and
Mhm.
Jack in the Box, the restaurants where they had to pay their employees $20 an
Mhm.
hour to start, and that was above the minimum wage. Well, guess what happened? All the prices at McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Wendy's, all those prices shot up, because these big corporations said, well, we got to absorb this cost. So we're going to pass this out to the customers. We have to pay our guys $20 an hour, not minimum wage, above minimum wage. But at the same time, when they did that, their food costs went up. The food costs didn't go up because of food. It went up because they had to pay their employees a certain wage.
Mhm.
Well, I kind of think of this as the same thing. When I went out to Australia, when I went out to Italy, we had to pay VAT taxes, another surplus tax, when we came back to the US, on top of the taxes that we were paying at the store. So we paid taxes twice. And I must have had $15,000 worth of merchandise when I came back from Australia. And I want to say a little over $10,000 worth of merchandise um, when I came back from Italy. And so when we came back to the airport, well, guess what? We had to claim it. I had to claim it. Bought some nice rings and bought some nice watches and bought some nice things that cost quite a bit of money, and I had to claim it. And so for me, it's like I see the point where if I got to pay that when I go overseas, why can't we charge this in here in the U.S. And kind of go from there. And so yeah, we're going to pay a little bit, but you know what? It's all one complete circle, right? In the long run, we're going to be better off because we may be getting more money for taxes, tax returns. We may be getting more money for who knows what, and that money isn't coming in if we're not charging uh, for the services. And it's like, what should we do as a company? Should we raise the price a little bit more, maybe $20, $30 more for our service? Um, will that hurt our business? Will people
Go for it.
go for it, or will they go elsewhere?
Mhm.
And
Kind of a gamble.
it's funny because today we had a customer, and the customer wanted to pay by credit card, right? And tell them what you told the customer.
Oh, I said because there's fees that you pay when you pay with a credit card. So I suggest, well, just give us a check that we don't have to worry about paying the fee.
Yeah,
Or Zelle.
or Zelle,
Mhm.
one or the other.
Mhm.
But those are some of the things that you have to think about. Well, what if this is happening with this? Don't you think your fees are going to go up? The banker's going to go out and the bank's going to raise their fees and all this because they can, right? They can. They make millions of dollars off of charging us or charging customers, a fee to do a credit card transaction. We have credit card machines. We have uh, Zelle, Venmo that we use. We like to use, I think it's
So,
Zelle,
mhm.
because there's no fees on that, and the customers are most customers actually have that. It goes in right away, and we're happy that we're not paying that extra. Um,
And it helps because when they're not home, it kind of gives them reassurance that, oh, you don't have to be home.
yeah,
So, if you could give them the option to pay through Zelle, they can, wherever they're at, they can just get on their
you
phone and
know,
pay it.
if we're doing like a bird proofing or something, and we have to charge the customer like $2,800 or $3,500, um, we're sitting here and we're going $3,500 with the credit card fees and everything is like 70, $80. It's so expensive. So we asked the customer, hey, can you do it through Zelle
Or
and
a check.
or a check? And they will do it. And guess what? We save that much more money um, by going out there and doing that. It's like even with tips, we get tips and they'll tip us and all that. But if they're using the credit card, well, guess where that tip money is going?
Mhm.
That tip money is going not in our pocket. It is going towards the fees that we just literally got from the bank by using our credit card services. So we try to stay away from the credit cards if we can, but some customers, that's how they want to pay. And do we sit there and do we charge a fee for credit card transactions? And with our company, we don't. We absorb the credit card cost. Um, should we be doing that? Well, maybe we should. Maybe we should start charging credit card fees and all that because a lot of times, you know, it's a lot of times it's going to affect you in the long run. Um,
James Root 10 says the fees for Square are outrageous.
oh yeah, yeah. I don't use Square just because of the. You're right. The fees are very outrageous. We got a broker, and we got set up with the broker, and we pay fees, but it's not nearly as much as um, some of the other stuff out there. Yeah. David 24/7, definitely a question on how tariffs will affect the solar cleaning industry. That's a great question. I really don't think that is going to affect it too much. Um, People are still going to want to get their solar panels clean. Okay, it's a service. So, like window cleaning, it's a service, right? So it's not like it's a tangible product. Now, think of it this way: you are the owner. We're the owners. Okay, we got to go out and buy Solitech C1000. They charge a sales tax on that. We go buy a water fed pole, charge a sales tax on that. We go buy a new van, they charge a sales tax on that. We buy just what food every single time. Guess what? Sales tax, gas. So now we're paying all this money, more money. And the way I look at it is this was a kind of like the tariffs may get some of that money back, but at the same time, it's an excuse for gouging. It's an excuse for these businesses that are going to gouge you. And there's a lot of businesses that will do that. And this is where you have to be really careful in the solar industry because people are going to come up with their own fees. They always do. Oh, it's I don't know, travel fee or this type of fee or this type of fee. They'll try to get away with it in that aspect.
We went to eat at this restaurant, and they stopped selling deviled eggs because of the price of eggs went up.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
and because the price of eggs were outrageous, and they stopped selling that particular thing. And you know what? They had the best deviled eggs out there. I couldn't find anything else better than that restaurant.
mhm.
And I remember taking pictures and stuff
Mhm.
of the eggs and all that. Oh, there's actually another place that
Mhm.
has great deviled eggs, but we don't know
Yeah,
if
I don't know.
if they're out there selling them anymore. But this is our point: is people are either going to go for it or they're not going to go for it. So we don't know how this business is going to do during the summer. In my opinion, I don't think it's going to hurt it one bit. Not the solar industry.
I think
Um,
I think people are going to be more aware of their spending. I
yeah,
think
I agree with you
um,
100% right there.
so. Whether it be services or products that they maybe used to buy and now they're kind of second guessing. Oh, maybe I don't need it
Hmm.
as
Or going out to eat as much,
yeah, or something.
or what have you.
Hmm.
There's people that are going to you know be
On
on
a
a
budget.
budget
Hmm.
and kind of watch their pennies and watch what they spend. It's funny because even before the tariffs was happening, you're getting reports from overseas that they're bringing in as many cars as they can bring in, and some of them weren't even completely built because as long as it had that VIN number on it, they can get it through, and then build them over here on this side in the U.S. But there's a lot of cars that were out on the ports being delivered that had missing parts on it, just to try to get those in so they don't have to pay the tariffs on that. Well, tomorrow is a whole different ball game. I'm I'm pretty excited to see how the stock market's going to do. I think the stock market's going to go down for a little bit. But then, people think of it as a bad thing. I kind of think of it as a good thing because I buy low and sell high. So when I go out there and cryptocurrency that I was looking at that may have cost me $3 a share could be $1.90 a share. Well, I'm going to take advantage of that while it's so low, and then when the economy starts to rebound, then that's where we'll be making our money. Um, so I kind of look at the positive to it. Well, if it goes down enough, it's going to go down enough for me to sit there and go buy a Tesla stock, or go buy cryptocurrency, or go buy, invest in Nvidia or these other big companies out there, Apple, that were unreachable, Amazon or what have you, that were unreachable for somebody like us, you know. And now that it's dropped so low, it may be a advantage for us to sit there and go, you know what, we can buy some shares on this and shares on that, and see your money grow that way. That's how I look at things. If there's an opportunity, go for it. Just like us buying a horse. You laugh, but we own a horse. We own shares of a horse. I don't
Yeah.
care if they're shares.
Shares of a horse. We don't own the
We
physical horse. We don't have
we
the
don't
horse.
feed the horse. We have shares of a horse, and we are shareholders, owners slash owners, with 200 other owners. And when that horse wins
A race.
$1 million race, guess what happens to that $1 million? A
Something.
we get a piece of that pie. Just depends how much shares that you have. So I couldn't outdo her. I have the same amount of shares that she does. And so she has her own shares. I have my own shares. And I said, look, if I die tomorrow, you could take my horse or my shares,
Mhm.
however you want to do it.
Mhm.
So, but anyways, So yeah, I'm kind of excited about tomorrow to see how things go because people are going to be
It's
panicking
going to
and they're
be
going to
all over the news all day
right
tomorrow.
all over the news, and it's business as usual. We have commercial cleanings that we got to go clean. We have residential cleanings that we got to go clean.
But we'll be listening, throughout the day.
I'll have my headphones on while
Mhm.
I'm cleaning and listening to everything that's going on, mass hysteria, and who knows? Now, it may be nothing, it may be quiet.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be quiet.
I don't know. I You don't think
It's
so?
going to be exciting.
Exciting and new.
Yeah,
The
different,
Love Boat. Yep.
different to hear what people are saying out there about this
Like I
change.
said, people have different opinions. Not everybody's going to agree with how I look at things, or So, I mean, and to me, like I said, it doesn't phase us one bit because we know what we invest in, we know what we spend our money on, we know what we charge, and it's working for us. And so we're happy about that. And when I tell you that this industry, you better know exactly what you're doing, because if you don't, you're going to get cut up and spit out. Because the sharks that are up on top, they're gonna go after them bottom feeders, these people that are brand new coming in, undercutting everybody, and trying to make a buck for the day or what have you, and not actually making money for their company. They're just paying for gas, or they're just paying for their food for the week or what have you, um, or not treating it like a business, not charging, or not getting the insurance, or not doing any of that. Those are the ones that is really, really going to affect. And I see more people getting out of this business than I do people coming in. And so it's kind of scary because even our competition, we have so many competitors just in our area. We have over
There's and just in our little area, there's 34 people, 34 companies that I looked up locally.
yeah, yeah.
You know, not
Yeah.
not spread
We
out
have
yet.
over
Yeah.
200 people doing our business. So the funny thing is, a customer can call any one of those 200 people and they give them a price and they go on and what have you. When we started 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it was Rick and myself. We didn't have anybody. There was only two window cleaners in our area. And it's scary, it's really scary to find out that there's so many people that are still getting into this business today, that know that there's 200 competitors, and they're like buying all this equipment, they're doing this, or, they're going out there buying this stuff, not doing their homework, and they sit there and they go, "Oh, guess what? You're competing against us. You're competing against other guys that are better than us. We're not the best out there." And I'll tell you that we do really well, but there's other guys that do marketing way better than we do. Okay, they may have more reviews than we do. So what? That doesn't scare us. There's enough work for everyone. We collaborate with a lot of other solar panel cleaners, just so you guys know.
We're just careful of what we do when we collaborate.
You have to be careful because there's people out there that will take the business right from underneath you, and you'll never know. You'll never know. They'll take the business from right underneath you and talk to that particular person. We had a customer today, as a matter of fact, and we recommended somebody to him to do another service,
Mhm.
and he went out there and he cleaned the solar panels. And the customer says, "Yeah, he went out, he cleaned my solar
The
panels."
windows.
Well, no, yeah, he cleaned the windows. He also cleaned the solar panels, and we recommended that person to him to clean the windows because a lot of you guys know we don't do residential cleanings.
Windows.
Windows. We don't do that. This is too much liability for us. So we do commercial windows outside only, and that's it. That's what we do. Well, to make a long story short, the guy that we referred did him a favor and clean the solar panels, but he also said, "Look, I'm going to clean the solar panels for you, but this is Henry and Susan. That's their job. That's what they do. I'm not.
You're their customer.
You're their customer. Mm-hmm. We're not taking you away from them at all. We're not going to do that, but we're going to do you a favor and just clean your solar panels for you." And the guy was so grateful that he even told us. He said, "Yeah, the guys that you sent down here, they even cleaned our solar panels." But they also said that they weren't going to be taking business away from you. And I really respected that. So he earned kudos with us, and he earned kudos with the customer. Not a lot of people will do that. And now I could sit there and go, you know what? We've used these guys in the past. They've done this, and let's give them a call and let's give them more work. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to give them more work because they earned our trust, and we were happy about that. Delta Jones or DeltaDrones.org.
So,
I remember
Henry
Delta.
and Susan, do you guys offer clients a biannual service? We started last year. No, we don't.
Mm-mm.
And the reason being is because we leave it up to the customer on them. Well, I do suggest you get them cleaned every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I were to set them up for
a contract
with for twice a year,
you're obligated to that contract.
Yeah, the customer's obligated, and we don't want to make the customer feel obligated. We leave it up to them if they want to get it done in 6 months, because you never know what could happen in their life. You know, something could come up where they can't afford it, or they're going out of town, or something comes up where they're not ready to do it in 6 months.
Delta Drones, that is a great question. And this podcast right now is based around that question. Okay. And
so that's why we don't do biannual.
So the answer is no, we don't do that. We don't set up contracts 3 or 4 cleanings a year with a contract. And the reason why is because, let me finish. The reason why is for tomorrow. Nobody knew tariffs were coming. So guess what? These guys out here that just did a contract with ABC Solar Company, and they said, we'll do it for $50 a cleaning every single time. Guess who got screwed out of that deal? It wasn't the customer. It was the person with the contract, because now they can't raise their price because everything else went up because of the tariff. What? Am I wrong?
Well, no. Before we have been asked this question before, and before all this tariff stuff happened, you know, we've been asked by other solar panel cleaners if we do a biannual, you know, quarterly, whatever, a contract, and we tell them no, we don't do contracts because anything could happen within those 6 months that the customer is not ready to get them cleaned.
Right.
And we've had that many times with customers.
The policy,
where, you know, you want to give that option to the customer. I feel like you don't want to kind of force them that they have to get it cleaned. Maybe they want to wait a month later. Maybe they want to wait a couple of months later, or maybe they want to get it done sooner.
We have customers that would do it every 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
That will sit there and one of my biggest things, and this is why it's a great question, was because of tariffs tomorrow. We're not saying we did it because of tariffs. We're saying this is an unforeseen thing that happened from November when Trump came in to now. Okay, a short period of time. Now there's guys out here that's what they do. They do contracts. It's on their website.
Mhm.
They do contracts. And
Do you think sometimes you're losing money when you do
you
that?
are losing lots of money. I don't care what anybody says. You're losing lots of money. Yes, you're guaranteed work. But if I sat there and said, I'm going to charge $200 for a house, okay, and we'll say $200, and we do it every 3 months. That's $1,200. And somebody with a contract says, you know what, we'll do it for $100 every single time. They can never raise their prices. They got a contract. They're obligated by the contract. If anything was to happen to them, they pass away in an accident or something, their business could be jeopardized. Okay, because you have a written contract.
Or the house gets sold.
Whatever, or the company goes out of business, or what have you. They literally took their money and took off, and they're gone, and nowhere to be found. So there's too many negatives when it comes to contracts. Now,
Well, Delta drones, how has that worked for you? We've told you
every yeah,
we've heard from Henry how he feels about that. For you, since you say it works for you, how has that been? Has it been more positive? Has it been negative?
and if I'm not mistaken, Delta Drones is the guys that have the big drone and they clean the
Yeah.
side buildings, I
Mhm.
believe.
Mhm.
Maybe their windows or the solar. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Well, I just want to know, has that worked?
it may work for him.
How
Who
has that
knows?
worked for you? Have you been getting more and more of that?
I will tell you, we do contracts, but we do contracts for commercial and only commercial. We do 3-year contracts, 5-year contracts, and sometimes 2-year contracts. We will do contracts, but these are big companies, big dollars. We don't mess around with residential. I actually, a lot of times, like residential will turn around and say, can you draw up a COI for
Mhm.
us? And we say no. If we got to draw up a certificate of insurance for residential, we charge $150 to have that drawn up. And we tell the customer that we'll go ahead and do it, but it's going to cost you $150. Most of the time, they don't want to do it. But this is what we charge. Okay. The insurance company could sit there and say, we charge you $150 every time you do, uh, uh, a COI, or they could do it for free. We don't know. It just depends on your insurance company. There's some out there that do it for free. There's some out there that charge you for it. And we don't play games when it comes to that. We say, look, we're fully insured. I'll give you a copy of our insurance. There you go. Tells you exactly what we have, what we're covered under, and most customers are happy with that. Now, if they want to be for, I don't know, tax purposes or something else, we tell them it's $150 on top of your solar panel cleaning. So, how would you like to proceed? And Susan will either write them up or they'll sit there and go, it's okay. Thank you very much. And then they may go somewhere else. Who knows? But it's a great question. Um, and so, for us, there's certain things that we will do and we won't do. And doing a contract for residential has always been my no-no. I would never do a contract for residential. I'll say, you can go get your business elsewhere. Because if your insurance is not enough, then that customer, I don't know. But we are fully covered. We have $2 million, $3 million policy, and we're covered for if I was to fall through the roof and whatever, we're fully covered. and that's all they need to know. And we will give them copies of our insurance and say, here you go. Here is a copy of our insurance if they want our business, and say, okay. And they're pretty happy with that. You know, you want to add on to that, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
So tomorrow, yeah, it's going to be an interesting day. It's going to be a lot of talk going on, and you know, for us, we wanted to do this podcast just to kind of see what you guys thought. If you can you guys smash that like button up on top right there? That like button, the thumbs up button. Can you smash that for us? Um, that way we have something on this video. We've been here for an hour, a little over an hour already. Um, Sorry, last week we actually had some internet issues, internet problems, and it didn't work out last week. But this week it seems to be working fine, you know, and stuff. So thank you guys for the thumbs up, and thank you guys for all the comments. Hugh and Will says happy belated birthday, Susan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you for that. We appreciate that. And yeah, so guys, I think this is it. We've gone or over our hour already. We're going to be back next week, and same time, same channel. And oh, thank you guys. All the likes are coming in now. We appreciate all those likes, and like I said, that helps out. For those of you that are new here, have just saw our channel for the first time, make sure that you subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell. That lets you know when we are on, and you know we do lives and stuff like that. Follow us on our TikTok channel if you haven't followed us there. Foodie Ninjas is going to be our new channel for our food that we're going to be doing. I think that's going to be pretty cool. A lot of nice videos there on food and drinks and who knows what. Very, you know, is one of the
little hidden gems that people don't know about.
right. And one of the things that Susan, she is a food junkie. She doesn't go to these cheap places.
Well, I do. No, I do.
No,
I like to do my research on other places other than the same.
we don't spend $20 on meals when we go out and have nice dinners. I will tell you, a couple days ago, we went to a really nice restaurant, and it was very reasonable. We only spent $188 plus tip, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just, don't get upset.
No.
I'm just telling you, when they go to the foodie channel, they're not getting McDonald's. They're getting.
I don't like to say how much.
We're not throwing it out there. We're just saying this is what we spent.
It's reasonable.
It was reasonable. I didn't say. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I say the food was
reasonable.
great? The
It's
food.
reasonable.
Okay, so under $200, it was very reasonable.
Mhm.
We'll leave it at that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. Yes. Next time we won't say prices.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I don't think people really care. You know, it's like if you're going to go out and you're going to spend money on something that you enjoy, you spend money on what you enjoy. Whether I buy a $5,000 bowling ball or a $10,000 jet ski or whatever I feel like I want to spend, I don't care what other people think. I'm spending that money on the toys that I love, and trust me, if there was another 5,000, if there was a $5,000 bowling ball, and it was well worth it to me, I'd probably buy it. You, on the other hand,
I could put. You know what I could spend with 5,000. I could do lots with 5,000.
and see that's
not
that,
with just one thing.
that's where our mentality is different.
I bargain shop.
When I get on an airplane and I buy an airline ticket, it's first class. Okay, I'm going to the left. Other people are going to the right.
As long as it gets you there in one piece, I'm good.
I got a funny story. I got a funny story, and this I'm going to end it with this. Okay, I took Susan out to the casino. So I'm a high roller. I spend lots of money. I spend lots of money. I go to the high roller room. I get a lot of comps. I get a lot of things, free play, and what have you. So I took Susan for the very first time to the high roller room, and we came in, and I gave her, I think, a couple $100. I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's just a couple $100. I say, here, just throw this in this
Try it
machine,
out.
try it
Okay.
out, what have you. She won,
No, like 1,500.
yeah, $1,500 off of a $200 that I gave her, and
No, I take that back. It was only 100 that I had put in.
oh, that was your first one.
But the
Oh, yeah,
spins were like $12 a spin.
$12 a pull. Yeah,
And I think I only did a couple spins and I hit the bonus. And I kept hitting and hitting the bonus.
Right.
That's how it added up.
right.
But I was there for a while. And then
How long?
actually in Vegas.
No. Let's talk about that particular
In
spot.
Vegas, I did the same thing.
Exactly, but my point is, how long did it take you? And you were playing on $1,500 and what have you? I mean, what?
Oh, once I won that money, I stopped. That's it.
So you won $1,500 and you stopped.
I did a few more, but then it started. It wasn't getting hot anymore, so
yeah,
I stopped.
So I'm going to prove my point right now. Okay. So she got a taste of the high roller room. So every time now that you go to the casino, where do you go?
I only go to the high roller room only because then I have them scan my card. That way I get
free play
if I do, and then. But I don't spend too much time at the high roller room. Actually, I like to go down to the bottom level and just see what's out there. So don't get me wrong, I'm not a high roller. I'll go there first, then come back out.
So guess what's going to happen when she gets her first class ticket out of the country and we're flying first class? Guess what's going to happen to her? Okay. So this is why
I may get used to that, but I don't mind sitting in the coach because it's cheaper. And as long as you get there in one piece, you land, you get there, you're fine. I'm okay with that. Don't have to spend tons of money on.
I enjoy eating ice cream at 2:00 in the morning while everybody else is asleep and having a nice meal.
I enjoy my sleep.
And having some champagne or wine or what have you at 1:00 in the morning.
I enjoy
while everybody else is sound asleep,
sleep
and me sitting there watching TV on a big screen, traveling 19,000 miles. Okay, that's just me. I got used to it and I loved it ever since. And this is why I have the mentality that I have. And when I introduce it to Susan, she's like, wow, you made a lot of money over here. Fun times, exactly.
I think more realistically with money. I like to use that towards something else.
Okay, but I will say that she is very frugal on things that I usually am not. I don't look at price tags.
I do.
She does. I just say, get it. It's like when we went into some shops after her, we said, let's go to some shops after your birthday. We walked around, went to some shops, and I can see her looking at prices. And I just said, just get it.
No, but for the price of one type of clothing, I could get 3 or 4 other things with that. And I got from different stores. That one price accumulated of 4 different things or 3 different things
Yeah.
at 3 different shops.
Yeah.
That's how I like to
So I
use the
guess
money.
we work out pretty good. I mean, I'll spend the money. She saves the money.
Mhm.
I may win $1,500, and she'll sit there and go, "Okay, here, give it to me. I'll hold it."
Mhm. Mhm. Yes.
And
Mhm.
I'm here. I need another 100. I need another 100.
And that's it.
And so I think it's time to go now. I think let's
Mhm.
go eat.
Mhm.
Let's go do
Mhm.
this.
Mhm.
Other than me
Mhm.
hitting the slots.
Mhm.
So Vegas, yeah, you go your way, I go my way. I will see you in a couple hours.
Mhm. Better bring back money.
And
If not,
you have a good time. You're going out with your friends, have a good time. Go out and have dinner, spend time, go watch a show, go do this, have fun. I will meet you back here at exactly 8 hours. I think I have enough time for that.
Mhm.
I'm kidding. We do everything together. But anyways, guys, it's been fun. We're at an hour and 10 minutes. Fun times. Appreciate that, James. Thank you very much. You want to close with anything before we go?
Just enjoy the rest of your week. Just
Be safe out there.
keep positive mind on things, on the new changes coming around. Just be
Yeah.
aware of it, things that are going on.
Be aware of your costs. Be aware of what is costing you now. If prices go up, don't be afraid to raise those prices. Charge what you're worth. David 24/7. We are live every Tuesday night at 5 o'clock Pacific. So our next live will be for YouTube. But we may be doing lives tomorrow, and when we're out working on our TikTok channel, SoCal Solar Panel Cleaning on our TikTok channel. Um, but then we, like I said, we're got our new TikTok channel for uh, Foodie Ninjas, and so we're gonna have that one. So if you guys want to subscribe to the Foodie Ninja channel on TikTok, that's Susan, Henry, and Susan. You'll see us there. I might even get my little one here, Tink, to join in on a couple of videos. Who knows?
She loves the attention.
Oh, she loves the attention. Yeah. So, guys, thank you very much, and we're gonna call it an evening and go from
And so
there.
will Tink.
And so will Tink.
There
You'll
she
see her
goes.
little tail pass by. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for the thumbs up. Don't forget to smash the like button, and we will catch you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys. Peace.